G'day everybody, Craig Cobb here from the Grow Me Co. Wanted to get a video out to you all on this newsletter today to show you what is possible and hopefully entice a few of you to come and join the Discord. And for many of you, you'll have access to the course, but you might have been away for a little while. It's time to come back and get into the markets because I want to show you now how I've turned $500 into a position at one stage over 10,000 US dollars of profit. Now I'm still in this trade and I'll show that to you in just a minute. There won't be any hindsight stuff here because I will prove to you that I am in this position. And all these trades that you're about to see are shared or were shared, in my Discord community for you to take as well. So work out what that would be for you and how this could change the way that you see the markets. I still stand by the fact that crypto trading is the best way to take a small account and grow it into a large account where you are more or less in control of how to do that because I will teach you exactly the strategies that I have done it myself. Now, the trade in question is Hype. This big one. Down here, I'll show it to you. I'll get rid of that and I'll bring it back up in just a second. It was one of the strategies that I used called my breakout. Okay, now I took it back over here. I'll show you roughly my entry and stop loss from a point of the measuring tool. So there's entry and stop loss, something like that. And here is where price is currently. So let me bring that up to here. We are currently at a 20x multiple or thereabouts, given my rough calculations there from my entry. Now, just to show to you that I am legitimately a trader, that I do raise these orders, and this is not just a sexy headline to grab your attention, I'm going to now show you the trade itself. Now, as you can see, my entry was down here. Here's my stop, and currently it's at 8,500 US dollar tether of profit. Now, I've let this position run. This is what I call a runner, and I'm going to hopefully be holding this for quite some time and getting a lot more than 10,000 US dollars out of it. You'll also see there's another trade here on Binance at $974 profit, and down here on Anime where I've locked in some profit, but I've also got a position still running. Now, how you manage your portfolio is completely up to you, but I will teach you some of these ways that you can decide whether or not you take profits early or let positions run. That's all taught in the course. But again, just to reiterate the fact that I risked about $500 on this position, okay? It's up $8,500. Now, this position, I risked about $1,000 on this one because it's a swing trade for me. In the early stage of this run, my risk isn't quite as high dollar-wise as what it would be. I'm working my way back into it. But from my standpoint, I'm very happy with the results that you can see over the last couple of weeks. Very, very profitable. And again, I will also say all three of these trades that you see in front of you were shared in the Discord, and you had plenty of time for you to be able to take those trades as well. So to be able to take a trade like this and turn $500 into $10,000, that's one thing. Well, consider it like this. If you have a $10,000 trading account, that $100, had you have taken the position the same as me and run it the same as me, you'd be at about $2,000 or $1,800 of profit right now on just one trade. Now, that's about a 20% account growth on a $10,000 account. Can you do it? Yes, you can, because not only will I teach you how to do it, I will point the positions out for you day in, day out. Sometimes there's not a great deal. For example, today, there was only one position that came up from my scan this morning. It was a short on OMG. And as you can see here, it did go on to hit 1-to-1, and now it is retracing back. So looking likely that might become a break-even position unless it does continue to fall. Bottom line though, guys, you can do this because I will guide you and I will teach you. So is it worthwhile getting involved with trading? Well, that's up to you to answer, but will you learn from me? Yep. And will I point you in the right direction? I certainly will, because that's what I do. Now, as far as the market goes right now, let's have a quick little look, because Bitcoin's had a bit of a dip and then it's bounced back. I don't like how it looks here on the 4-hour. However, a higher low pushing up to a higher high through here would certainly be bullish for Bitcoin once again, and it would be nice to see that occur so that we could get this daily trend looking a little bit stronger than what it currently does. Now, you can see this level through here was the all-time high. We've pushed up through it, and now we're struggling to remain above it. Now, this doesn't mean that we're going to fall, okay? What I do need to see, though, is I do need to see further upside. And with the MACD only just convergent, it is convergent, which is fine, and I'm going to line down here. It doesn't tell me we're going to fall. I'm just waiting to see what the market does. It is in one of those periods of time at the moment where it's kind of in flux. I don't like it when it's in flux. I like it when it's much more certain. Hence why there was only that one position on OMG today that came to me in my scan, which I do most days in the Discord community for you to watch live as well. Now, Bitcoin's been up for 6 weeks in a row. 7 weeks in a row. Could we experience a pullback from here? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's gone pretty much straight up from the low back over here, which I will show you in a moment because you will see me coincide with my commentary being accurate. It's up 50% from that point, but have a look. I was talking a lot about this on the monthly time frame. As we were pulling back into here, and there was those people saying the bull market's over, I'm a hero, I sold everything, you're all suckers. Well, a bit of calm, a bit of perspective, and a bit of knowing what you're looking at can help you to capture moves just like this. It's done exactly what I had hoped it would do, and it's done exactly what it often does when markets are in good trends, and Bitcoin is in a good trend. So Bitcoin looking very strong, up 15.47% with about a week to go. Oh, not quite, a few days to go of the month of May. A very, very good run in May so far. The total market cap as well has done exactly the same thing. It pulled back into the cradles when it is pushed out. It just hasn't pushed to new all-time highs, whereas, of course, we know that Bitcoin has in fact done that. Now, Bitcoin makes up 64.3% of the total market cap. Total market cap minus Bitcoin still a long way from its all-time highs, which was set back over here in November of 2021, mainly because we haven't seen a real alt run just yet. We've had some good moves in some alts, but not a collective alt run, and that's why this chart looks like this. So Bitcoin right now, I am waiting to see what it does. I'd love to see the strength come back in from where we are right now. If we are to dip, hey, no big deal. It's going to be, we're going to have dips at certain times, and typically dips end up being in a bull market about that 30% mark, which was exactly what this pullback was here, a 30% pullback. This one was 33%. So very much playing the game as it often does in a trending market. What I am waiting to see, though, before I get too excited about Bitcoin moving high, would be for us to set a higher low, which we may have just done, and to push up through this high here, therefore creating a higher low on Bitcoin to then a higher high here as well. So there, guys, the market's a bit in flux. I'm waiting to see what goes on. Some weeks I've got absolute certainty in what it's doing. Doesn't mean I'm going to be right. Other weeks, we're not quite sure. Right now, we're waiting to see if Bitcoin can evaluate itself, push back to buys, get its 4 hour and back into an uptrend. And when that 4 hour is back into an uptrend, yes, I'll be looking for a lot more long positions. But as it stands, after doing my scan this morning, there wasn't a huge amount there that fit my strategy requirements. So therefore, there wasn't very many trades, or there was just the OMG trade. So I'll be watching and waiting and seeing what happens, but I will be prepared and I will be poised. I'm sitting very comfortably with 3 trades open, all in profit. And you've got the opportunity to do this by joining up. The course is there. It's available to you. All the training, how to open orders, how to manage risk, how to control your risk per trade. The whole kit and caboodle. If you're not too sure and you want to hear somebody else talk about how this works and what it is, well, then also have a look at the testimonial that is in this particular email. Have a look at that testimonial and see what the gentleman says in there to see if it suits you. And in failing all of that, if you need to have a chat, drop me an email, growme@thegrowmeco, and I'll be there to answer any questions you've got. Have yourself a ripper day, and that's how you can turn $500 into 10,000, guys. Hopefully we get a lot more out of it than that, but I'm sitting pretty. Have a great day. Bye for now.